Welcome to The Longest Turn. This is episode 85, AlphaBracketology M through P. My name is Tyler.
Hello, this is Kevin.
This is Tyson.
In this episode, we're going to talk about a few games that we've been playing lately. Then we're going to get back to our AlphaBracketology episodes, where we pick some of our favorite games from by letter, and then let our listeners predict our brackets, and then one of them will win a game or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been...
It's loads of fun.
If you haven't listened to the previous episodes and you want a better idea of how it works, just go back and listen to one of those, and you'll get the gist of it real quick.
Yeah, and in fact, one of them that just released recently was actually recorded a few months ago.
Right. Little bit of a break
Yeah.
in between recording sessions.
It's been a while.
Right?
Life happens.
Life does happen.
Lots of life has happened for, I think, everybody.
Yeah.
And you just got to deal with it. And unfortunately, podcast kind of takes a back seat.
Yeah, this is a hobby. This is not
Right.
not bringing home the bacon.
Right. It's definitely not doing that. But it's a lot of fun. We missed it.
Yeah, definitely. So we're back in the recording studio, aka the makeshift basement table.
Right.
I mean, some of us are going to be back in the recording studio longer than others.
Yes,
Right.
this is true. We
Right.
do you want to talk about that, Tyson?
Yeah. So this is probably my last this is definitely my last episode for a long time, for a period of time. I was given a job opportunity that it is sending me away for a period of time, probably at least the next 6 or so months, maybe more. We'll see. But I will be out of pocket that whole time and won't be able to participate in the podcast for now. But I plan on coming back at some point and look forward to when I can.
So at our current rate of podcast output, that's about 2 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Maybe 3.
Maybe
I
3.
don't know.
No,
Maybe
I
3.
think we're going to get back to it a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
think so.
better
a
cadence,
little
yeah.
bit more frequent recording.
Yeah.
But
I hope
mean,
so.
you are.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be sad to not have Tyson with us for a while.
I'll be back. That's the plan.
He'll be back, and we might invite a few guest hosts to join us. from now and then.
Still figuring that out, but we'll make it work, and there'll be a few new voices on the show.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully.
everybody can look forward to that.
I mean, some of them may be old voices coming back.
Old
and
voices
some may
that
be new
haven't,
voices.
you haven't heard for a while.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's talk about some news.
Yeah, let's talk about some news. So go ahead. What's on the top of your list?
I mean, I think it's on the top of most gamer minds is CMON and what's going on with them. Good news, in my opinion, they're continuing to sell off their IPs. And the most recent IP that they've sold off is for Cthulhu Death May Die. So for those that don't know, recent crowdfunding campaign was done just like November of last year for Cthulhu Death May Die. Asmodee is going to take over the fulfillment of that crowdfunding campaign, which I think personally is good news because we have a lot of almost an assured, we're assured to get our pledges at some point. Could be delayed, and I think they said that in the press release. Could be delayed a little bit, but at least we're going to get
Yeah, at least our
games.
chances of getting the games went up by like 75%.
Yes, absolutely.
CMON
You made the joke earlier that maybe the Godzilla statue will be about 6 or 7 inches smaller than it normally would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Cost saving.
We'll see what happens there. I hope it's normal size, right? But yeah,
I wonder what... CMON has been around for a long time and kind of has been a crowdfunding staple of a company since Kickstarter basically started almost, at least in the major side of things. So it's kind of sad to see them kind of close this chapter of whatever they're doing. And but do you think that maybe the reason why was that they started asking people to call them "come on"? Like, I feel like that's the turning point.
on, guys, come on.
When it started going downhill was when they started asking people to call them Come On instead of Simon or Cool Mini or
Yeah,
not.
and then funding the next Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's probably
the
a
next
bigger-
3 Kickstarters with the current one. and-
Needing more money, so doing another
previous ones,
Kickstarter.
yeah.
And it was not a sustainable model.
It really is unfortunate, though, all to be fair, because I mean they have created a lot of really fun, cool experiences. Some of my earliest gaming experiences, like Blood Rage, was one of the early games that I purchased, and like I don't know, like seeing them go is kind of sad to see altogether. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see game companies fail, right? But I do think that they seem to be doing it the right way, where they're
Agreed.
selling their IPs. They're trying to fulfill what they can. They're not just shutting their doors and everybody loses all their money, right?
Yeah.
Which I definitely appreciate, and I hope they
we've seen that
continue to
before.
do that. We've definitely seen that before,
We for sure have.
right?
It'll be interesting to see if anything doesn't make the cut
Yeah.
and doesn't get fulfilled. But at that
Right.
point, then they're just dissolvable and there's
Yeah.
nothing left. Whereas if they do publish everything or sell off everything and publish some combination of that, then there's a small chance that they still might be releasing future games at some point, probably on a smaller scale, but they might not go.
They may not
the
be
way of
gone.
all the
Gone.
earth.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. I think they have a few small releases at Essen. I think I've seen some press releases for that, right?
Okay,
That's
nice.
good.
So I
Yeah.
think they have a presence there.
More ta-da? Is that what we're going to see some?
Oh, I hope not. That game's. I will pay somebody to take that game off my hands.
Didn't you get it for like $5?
I did. Yeah. Actually, there's a couple games that we do a bonfire in front of our house for Halloween with neighbor friends, and I there's a couple games that might be used as get
Firewood, yeah.
get the fire going. Yeah.
That's one of them.
That is one of them.
Right.
I would take out the plastic cup and
Well, you don't want to release toxins. into
yeah,
the
I
air.
mean,
you don't want to be breathing that
the whole
stuff in.
ozone.
You take out the
thing.
plastic and you basically took out the whole game because it's plastic dice and plastic
Yeah,
cups.
I don't want to burn a hole in the ozone.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
I remember when that was the threat growing up when we were kids, and now I
It
guess
was.
the ozone's okay.
I don't know. Is it?
I
There
felt
might be a
like
hole
it.
I think it
Probably.
It was like you would go to Antarctica and you'd die immediately or something, right?
Don't use the hairspray.
Yeah, I
that
remember that.
sprays
The aerosol spray.
Aerosol can.
Aerosol
'cause,
can.
it'll go up thousands of. Anyway, sorry.
That all
was a
happened.
rant.
That's just a little bit of an aside. A little
Okay,
rant.
yeah.
Yeah.
So some other news. Are we done talking about Simon?
I think so.
Catan. Did you guys see this?
No.
The rights for films, series, and more has been purchased by Netflix.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Is this an exploding kitten situation we got going?
possibly. Netflix has acquired exclusive global rights to develop the popular board game Catan across film, TV, animation, and games.
Oh.
They'll be based on the core theme, surviving on a fictional island by trading, building, and settling. And I think this will include both scripted and unscripted shows. So
Oh.
What?
I don't know.
How
if
is this even going to
So
work?
it's like
I don't understand.
the floor is lava game that they have.
Yeah,
type
maybe.
of thing.
I don't know. Maybe there's some. What's when they have real people on there and they
A reality TV
TV show. Sorry, I don't watch much of those.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't think of the word, and I don't watch those really.
Oh,
so-
reality show. A reality Catan show?
Yeah.
What,
I
what
I don't
is
know.
this?
Maybe. I
Trading,
don't know. We'll see.
it's Survivor is what they're trying to do, but their own Catan-based Survivor.
Yeah, so Netflix
It could be.
purchased that. So I'm
That's
sure.
cool. I mean, it could be PG-13. There's always dirty jokes. That
I wonder
come
if
from Catan,
Klaus would be
trading wood and
excited
stuff.
about this, or
I don't think he would be.
I don't know.
I think we can safely answer.
Yeah.
that. He may be.
Yeah, I know. Maybe this was in the works when he was still around, but unfortunately, he is passed. So
I feel like they're gonna. You say like it's a little bit raunchier content, maybe. It
could be.
It gives me vibes of if they're doing it like the Exploding Kittens type of thing. We're gonna get a Futurama, Family Guy, kind of South Park, like older adult cartoon is what I'm seeing out of this.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, sky's the limit.
yeah,
I mean, anything is
Who
possible.
knows?
and how
Anything's
many
possible.
wood for a sheep jokes can we put
Yeah.
in each episode?
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Never.
Exactly. I can see this already. Riders are going to have a field day with that.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. All right. Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
I like that.
So any other board gaming adjacent news we're excited about? It'll be fun to see what comes out of Essen.
Yeah, that'll
we're
be
not
fun.
going because,
Haven't gone to an Essen yet.
No.
Yeah.
I would love to go.
I would too.
That would be the convention to go to, right?
Money's a little issue, but
Yeah. That it's a little expensive to come from Colorado.
And if I'm going to Germany, like I've never been, so do I really want to go just for the board game convention?
that's the thing. If
that's
I win,
tough,
I would
right?
spend like 2.5 weeks in
Yeah,
Europe
exactly.
and then go to Essen.
Exactly.
That's a long trip. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm always excited to see what comes out of Essen and the new games and new releases that we'll see, months and months later. But but it's exciting to see what's coming out.
Cool. Should we move on to some games that we've been playing lately?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll start with a
Go for
game
it.
that Kevin and I have gotten played recently. It's called Magical Athlete. This is a game that is not
Deep game.
Oh, super deep, highly complex strategy game in which you are. This is a game that has been published before. It came out originally in 2003, and I believe at that time it was published by
Z-Man.
Z-Man Games.
Yeah.
And now we're getting a new version that was published in 2025 by CMYK, which they've been making a lot of fun little family party style games and like trick taking style games. They've had a lot of hits for us lately, I think.
Yeah. I think they've been knocking it out of the park with most of their games. Yeah. They've been doing a good job.
So this is from a little known designer named Richard Garfield.
Right. I can't believe he designed this. Well, he designed, wasn't there like other designers on it, or was it just him?
It was also Takashi Ishida.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So it's a co-design between the two. But this is
Richard Garfield.
this is not what I think of when I think of Richard Garfield.
The original just had Takashi on it.
Yeah.
So some of the powers have been added by Richard Garfield, right? So this game is at its core, all it is a roll and move game.
Best mechanic ever.
Yep. That's what I think of when
So
I
this is
think of
basically-
mechanics that I want to play.
Yeah, this is basically Candyland, right?
No, honestly, that's really all it is like you're rolling and you watch where your figure goes to.
Yep.
And that's all this game is. And yet it has it's way more fun than it has any right to be.
Yeah. I've played it twice, and it's been hilarious both times I've played.
I will tell you that the complexity of this game is extremely low. What does it say on BGG? It says
It's got to be less than one, right? Can it be less than one?
It's got to be less than one. It's 1.22. So it's light is what it says it is, but it's really, really light. But if the rule book's any indication, the first 7, 8, 9, 10... 10 pages of the rule book are just a cartoon.
Right.
And it says, Magical Athlete is a racing game of pure chaos. Roll a die and move your racer that many spaces. Yes, that is the mechanics there.
Yeah.
But all the racers have wacky game-breaking abilities. So that's the clincher here, is that at the start of this game, what you're going to do is, depending on how many players you have, you're going to draw twice as many cards as there are players playing. And then everybody's going to do a snake draft to draft one of the cards on the table, so that at the end of that round of drafting, everybody has 2 racing figures. Then you're going to do a snake draft again, so that everybody has 4 racers total. And then you're going to conduct a total of 4 races. The board in this game is double-sided. On one side of the board, you have a simple Candyland style track that has colored spaces and numbers on it, and you're trying to go all the way from the start line to the finish line, and that's basically it. The racer that gets to the finish line first gets the gold trophy, and the racer who gets second gets the silver trophy. Anybody else doesn't get it. The trophies themselves has varying amounts of points on them depending on which race it is. So the first race has the fewest points, and the second race, or the last race, has the most points on them. So nobody's out of it, right, until the end of the game. But then you flip it to the other side of the board, and there's a wild side. And the wild side of the board has just things that make you trip,
Yep.
things that make you
Move forward spaces, move backward spaces.
exactly.
Yeah. Or give you points. That you can potentially get points, which is big.
Which I know that everybody who's listening to this now is hearing that and thinking, so why is this fun at all, right? Like,
Yeah, this sounds like the
I
Dungeon
roll
that a
and
little
move,
bit.
right? There is nothing about the games, like from a description standpoint, that makes me want to play the game. In fact, when Kevin pulled out the box, I was like, I'm not so sure about it.
Yeah.
But the real interesting thing is that snake draft and the racers that you're drafting in the game. They all have a variety of different abilities, and these abilities really do kind of break the game. And you're trying to evaluate the racers that are available and what other people are going to get, and compare how your racer might
interact with some other racer, right? And you're like the racer that you choose. You have one racer per race, and there's a little bit.
When do I choose it?
Yes, there's a little bit of strategy on. Okay, this is my strongest racer, and I get the most points for the fourth race. I'm going to save this person, this racer, for the fourth race.
But it also depends on what somebody else is picking.
They could completely negate yours.
your whole abilities, like in what you're doing.
Exactly.
So, like some of the when we played, there was a character named Sisyphus that was a. Sisyphus, I'll just read what Sisyphus' ability does. He says, before my race, I take 4 point chips, so extra points that you can get.
Yeah.
When I roll a 6 for my main move, instead of moving, I warp to the start and lose 1 point chip. We hadn't played the game yet.
We thought that was the stupidest thing
that's
ever.
the dumbest thing. Why would I pick that guy who is you're gonna be right there to finish the race, and then you roll a 6, and hey, all the way back to the start line I go, right? That sounds so terrible.
Yeah.
He ended up being like
the best racer.
The best racer, because Eric had him, and it was nobody drafted that card, and we gave it to Eric as the last card, and he got it, and he played that card, and he got 3 points. And it was the first race that he played that one on, and the maximum points you can get for getting first was 3 points, because he only rolled 1/6 the whole time.
Oh, wow.
So, like, even though everybody else got points, he still had as many points as the player who got first.
Yeah.
So it was, and more than me, which I got second, and I was like, oh, this is great. I didn't get to do anything.
But it allows the opportunity, though, for just hilarious things to happen.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Because you could be at the very end of the race, and then everybody's cheering for that person to roll a 6, so they go all the way back to the first and lose a point, right?
Yeah.
And when that happens, everybody's like, oh, that's awesome. And another thing, what I think is so cool about this game is abilities stack onto each other, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you could have an ability that says when somebody else's ability triggers, you move forward a number of spaces, right?
Yep.
And then if you move past the banana, you trip. And then if you trip and land on a space that moves you back 3 spaces or something like that, like all of this stuff happens and it's chain reactions and it's hilarious. I played with my family and my daughter got stuck in this loop where
On the wild side.
yeah, on the wild side, where my 3-year-old would trigger her ability, which would then trigger my daughter's ability, make her move forward 2 spaces, then make her move backward 4 spaces, or something like crazy like that. Wow. And she did that every time. And my 7-year-old thought that was the funniest thing. Well, everybody, but my oldest daughter thought that was hilarious. But it was so funny to see how these random characters that got drafted interacted in a way that did this hilarious thing, you know.
And there are 36, I think, characters in the box.
Right.
And they are chunky meeples, like really good production quality. And the possibilities are endless with the way they interact. There are things that do crazy things. I liked Mouth being one of them.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
that's hilarious.
It was when I step on a space with exactly one other racer, they're eliminated from the race. They just eat you. It's a giant mouth that just eats you and gets rid of you. So you're doing whatever you can, which is not much other than rolling a die.
You have no control at all.
Right? And you're like, don't eat me, don't eat me. And it's just like rooting for them because you can't do anything.
Well, we played with the Mouth, and every time we ended up on a space with somebody else, we're like, yes, we were so happy. But then my middle daughter, she had an ability that let you copy the ability of a previous racer. So she copied the Mouth again. So the Mouth was in like another race, you know. It was fun.
It sounds like it's very much on the level of Hot Streak.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they are.
Which is also by CMYK.
Yes, I think they're very well. Mechanics are different, but kind of the feel of the game is very similar.
Vibe
right?
is very similar.
Yeah.
So in that one, you're flipping cards. This one, you're rolling dice.
You're rolling dice. Exactly.
And I think that, like, I don't know. Between the two,
I don't know which one I like better. Really.
I kind of think I lean towards Magical Athlete more than Hot Streak.
I assume it's more affordable than Hot Streak.
It is, but it's not.
Probably. I haven't looked at the cost, but I would imagine it is.
But like, yeah, it's not as much, but it's still a high production value for what you're getting in this game. It's just cards, a board, and some tokens, and these chunky meeples. So like, you're getting a fair amount, but yeah, you're not. I like the brevity of Magical Athlete. Like, it goes by really quick, and you're just like, okay, let's go to the next race. And it's fun to see them stack. And the only real strategy is, when do I play my racer, right?
And then you just see it unfold, which
Yeah.
is the same thing as Hot Streak,
It is.
right? Like, you bet on the racers, and then you just see the
Watch
race.
what
then
hap-
you
what the
watch
chaos
happens.
happens. Yeah, exactly.
You see if somebody, like if Hurley runs off the map or runs over Mum or whatever that is. So yeah, very similar games, but I like both of them. I think they're both great.
I think they both, like, one does not mean that you can't own the other, right?
I agree
Like,
with
they're
that.
both very accessible and give a different enough experience that they belong in the same collection, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's something that you can play waiting for the rest of the group to come,
Yep.
or if you just have 20 minutes at the end of game night, you
Well, yeah,
pull
and
it out.
what was it? I think it's 6 players for, so Magical Athlete plays up to 6 players.
Yes, and the more players, the better.
Absolutely. The more chaos, right? Like,
Yeah.
the
So
more-
that's something because I think Hot Streak. No, actually, Hot Streak can.
It's
play
pretty
up to
high,
that.
too, I
It's
thought.
pretty high too.
But I think it's 5, maybe?
No, it's 7, and if you play with more, you can play with more than that, but the rules change slightly.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So I guess they're both games that can play with quite a few.
Yeah. Really fun game. I was really surprised by this game because just as you throw all the components on the table and you're looking at it and somebody says, it's roll and move, you're not expecting much out of this game. And then when it actually delivers something, it blew me out of the water that it was way more than I had any expectation of. So it's a great game. That's Magical Athlete.
The game that I'm going to talk about is Fliptoons. This is published by Thunderworks Games. It's a little quick 15, 30-minute card game. It's actually a deck builder, and I love how quick the deck building is in this. But here's the theme. It's time to cast the next great animated show. A top talent agent like you knows a star when you see one, and the director needs you to fill 6 roles for the big production. Search Flip Valley for the perfect toon characters and make sure they're ready to work together on the silver screen. So this is designed by Jordy Aiden, who has done things like Cartographers. He's done some other stuff for Thunderworks. And as well as it's also designed by Renato Simos. The artist is Diego Sa. And Diego did some old style animal cartoon art. That's the vibe I get from it.
Which is great.
It's great.
I actually really like the art.
Yeah, it's fun. So in this game, you are going to everybody's going to start with the same starting hand. You'll have 2 caterpillars, a snail, a bee, a dragonfly, and a skunk. And each one of these has a different value as far as fame goes. And a couple of them have some unique abilities. And the goal of the game is to get the most fame at the end of the game. Generally, each card will give you a set amount of fame, or sometimes some modifiers that will give you bonus fame. But the game end is not triggered until someone has gotten 30 fame in a round. Okay, so at the start of the round, you're going to flip cards in a 3x2 grid. So 3 cards across the top and then 3 across the bottom. And these cards, the starter cards are a little boring, as all starter cards are, but you'll flip those over, you'll count up your fame, and that's how much money you can then spend in the market. And so in the market, there's 5 cards available, ranging in price from 3 to 15. And so when it's your turn to go to the market, you can buy up to 2 cards, or you can pay to cull one of your cards. So you can do 2 of those actions. and they can be mixed. So you can buy 2, cull 2, or 1 and 1. And so you buy these more powerful cards, and they have synergies and things that you can work towards, and they play off of each other. And some of them have abilities like this card cannot be flipped face down, or when this card cannot be dismissed, or when this card is dismissed. Dismiss being culling. Or when it's hired, when you purchase it in the market, you're hiring that card. It immediately goes into your deck after you purchase it. That's one of those things that I love about this game. A lot of times in deck builders, you buy a card and then it goes into the discard pile. And then like 4 hands later, you shuffle. And then 2 or 3 hands later, you may get it. In this one, your hand is always so small, and it immediately at the start of each round, you shuffle all your cards.
Right.
So if you only have 7 or 8 cards, you might play 6 cards, but then one of them might have a modifier that lets you play a 7th or an 8th card, right? So they're always kind of in play, which is cool. Fun right after you buy them. You go to the market. If nobody has 30 fame, then you play another round, and you keep doing that until somebody finally has 30 fame, and then they get a bonus, a few points, and everybody plays one more round. And whoever has the most fame in that last round, and it doesn't have to be the person that triggered the 30 fame, will win. And it's just a fun little quick deck building card game that plays really fast. There's fun combos to find. There's all kinds of fun animal drawings and finding the synergies along with every other deck builder out there is just one of those bonus things that you get to do. So I love that the cards are back in play. I also love the tiebreaker. If there's ever a tiebreaker, so let's say you trigger that last round, you play it, and Kevin and I had 32 fame, we would just keep playing another round until somebody broke the tiebreaker.
Nice.
So
love that.
Shuffle up your cards and reveal them again. And we kind of did, when we got to the last round, we kind of played it like the last round of Quacks, where you all reveal one thing at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas in the earlier rounds, we were just kind of like doing it quick and figuring out what our fame was and all the bonuses and stuff. But it just, the reveal in that last round as we're going one card at a time, the last couple rounds was awesome. It was really fun. So I highly recommend this. It's from Thunderworks Games. I picked this up and played it with my family. It's a lot of fun. So it's a good filler card game with some deck building.
I'm going to pick this one up for sure.
It was on your...
it was on my
Gen
Con anticipated games list.
Yes.
Yeah, and it looked awesome. So I'm glad it's fun, for sure.
It makes me think of, like, I feel like at the start of deck building as a mechanism, right? Like early on in board game history of deck building, you had deck builders that were just like what I'd classify as a pure deck builder, right?
That was the main mechanic.
That you're not tacking on all these other things. Now deck building has become a feature of so many games that it's like it's almost essential to like a lot of games, but it's not the core mechanism, but it's a feature to it. I love when you can take a mechanism and make a feature, like not make it the feature, but rather like that is the game, is that mechanism, right? So like it reminds me of trick taking, right? And I love the small package of Fliptoons and what it has to offer here, because it makes me feel like I remember playing like Star Realms or Ascension or Dominion right, like that were pure deck builders,
which I still love those games,
and they're great. Absolutely, I love them for that sake. And it's similar to trick taking. I like to see what a new deck builder that is only focused on deck building slightly tweaks and does differently, right?
Well, it's like Moon Colony Bloodbath, where it's deck building, but it's kind of community deck building, right? That was a twist on deck building that kind of was crazy. Yeah. It just kind of blew my mind. This is a little bit different, a little bit of a twist on it that I think just, it sounds super fun. One other thing, you've sleeved all your cards. Do they all fit back in the box, sleeved?
Yeah, they do, just barely.
That's amazing. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. I wasn't going to sleeve it, and then I was like, oh, this game's awesome. And so I ended up sleeving it. But
that's a good sign.
I was trying to find which card it was. I can't remember if it was the elephant or I had this card that doubled points or it gave me extra points or it was worth a ton of points, but it made you cull the previous card you played.
Okay.
And like, so one round it came out and it was like, oh, sweet, I get to cull one of my starter cards. And then another round it culled like one of my most valuable cards. And it was like, no, Like, so the abilities on the not on the starter cards, but the ones that you buy later, they're a lot of fun and how they interact. You know, some of them you can stack a bunch of cards, and some of them you score points or get fame for other people not having certain cards on them.
And there's like a spatial element to a lot of cards too, right?
There is,
if it's in a certain spot in your
adjacent
grid.
or in the top row or bottom row. I think it was the monkey, but if you play him in the top row, then he gets to go up into a free space above your top row, and so you get to play an extra card, right?
So are what the cards doing? Is it thematic at all, or is it, or do you not feel the theme as you're playing it?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and play again to look for that. I didn't notice it right off the bat, but maybe there was some thematic things there. But nothing off the top of my.
You're not having conversations around the strip of like that you've put together.
Yeah.
If you didn't really feel any theme when you played it, probably not that strong.
Yeah,
is my guess.
I'd have to look into that. That's something that would be fun to explore.
You could put
with that thinking cap on.
Right.
You could force your narrative onto this. Here we go. We're gonna take. But
it's like 51st State has theme.
That emergent narrative.
But it's like you make the theme as you're playing the game, right? Yeah. So that's cool.
That's a brand new game from Thunderworks. It's a lot of fun. So that is Fliptoons.
I've got a little bit of a meatier game to talk about. This is Etherstone. This is a recent Kickstarter that fulfilled. It's designed by Virginio Gigli and Simone Luciani.
Oh,
so Simone Luciani,
good design team there.
Right? Simone Luciani, a lot of great games that he's designed. I don't know about Virginio Gigli.
I think they've done games together.
Have they done games
before.
together? Oh, Grand Austria Hotel, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Okay, Gollum. Great designers. Okay.
Great design. It's one of my favorites.
They've done some good ones, right? So this is a great game. Just going to get that out there right away. If you've played Res Arcana, this one's going to feel very similar to that one. A lot of the mechanisms in the game have similarities with Res Arcana. The main being you have a fixed amount of cards. So the way that the game works is you will draft 7 cards, and then you will have 2 leaders that you will choose from after you've drafted those 7 cards. And what you're trying to do when you draft those cards is build synergies and build combos, potential combos that you can use throughout the game. So you'll draft the cards, you'll get your leader, you'll get a certain number of Etherstones, and that's basically the currency in the game that you use to cast cards, which means get them out onto the table. And then you're ready to start. So the main things that you do on your turn is you will draft dice, and these dice that you draft, this is the way that you get the Etherstones, the resources to get cards onto the table. They also combo with your tableau of cards in front of you. So as you get cards in front of you, there's text on the bottom that says if you draft a die that is a 3 or a 4, then you get to do a special ability with that card, right? And every card that you have in front of you that has that number or the color of the dice that you drafted will then trigger that special ability, okay? So that's one of the first thing that you do is you can draft a die. You can cast a card from your hand, which means you just pay the resource cost and you get the card in front of you. There could be special abilities as you cast that card, or there could be abilities that trigger on a future turn. You can attack threats. So there are threat cards in the middle of the table. If you have a certain amount of attack value, then you can tap your cards or use your leader to attack those threats. Those threats will give you points for the end of the game, or they'll also give you certain benefits for attacking those threats. You can rest. So as you attack, you're going to tap your followers to get them ready again to attack. You can rest. those are the main things that you're going to do on your turn. So you're going to play, you're going to go around the table, you're going to play until certain end conditions are met. There's victory point chips. If that stack ends out, the game ends. If all of your cards get played onto the table, then the game will end.
If all the threats get defeated, right?
Yep. And then if all the threats get defeated, then the game ends and everybody plays an equal amount of turns. So after the game ends, you'll have final scoring. You get points for the cards you have in front of you. You get points for the threats that you've defeated. You get points for the amount of life that you have at the end. You will get end game ability points potentially. You will lose points. So, this is a big deal. So if you start off with a certain amount of health, and that's based on your leader. If you lose all of your health, then you have to take what's called a void pack token. And a void pack token means that you, for your entire next turn, you take a token, you reset your life back up to your starting life value, and then you're back in the game with full health, right?
It's a skip turn, essentially.
It's basically a skip turn.
With a -7 point
and
modifier at the end of the game.
-7 is huge. So you don't want to get these void packs if at all possible. So you get -7 points for those. And then if you're corrupted, which is another thing that could happen at the end, you lose some points as well. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game is the winner. This game it's awesome. I played it twice. I don't know. We've talked about this already. I don't know if it's better than Res Arcana because I haven't played it enough yet, but I think it has the potential to being better.
It's certainly
with more plays.
It's certainly more exciting because it's new.
Yes.
And I feel like we have explored Res, I don't know how many plays.
A lot, yeah. And numerous plays.
Yeah. The fact that this is so new, it's exciting.
Yep.
The art is so awesome.
Yes.
Maybe some of my favorite art ever in a board game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's phenomenal. And the components are great. But I was thinking about this, and one thing that makes this stand out from Res, because it's a lot of similar things. You already mentioned that. There's a lot of overlap, right? And if you like Res, you're most likely going to like this. But I think there is one differentiating point that stands out to me, and it's the dice. It's the dice drafting in this game, right? It injects a degree of randomness into this game that you cannot plan or predict necessarily, but it can alter.
There's mitigation to that, but
there absolutely
we'll
is.
Yep.
But it can alter your plans if somebody gets on their turn the opportunity to roll all the dice, and you had a plan, and they roll all the dice, and you get a dice that somehow makes your engine work just right. You're going to take that and draft that dice, and it could have really cool impacts to your experience. And I kind of love the whole dice drafting of the game.
You roll 5s and all 5s and 6s, and Kevin has a card that when he drafts a 5 or 6, he does damage to everybody the whole game.
It just murders you over and over.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that part of the game too, right? And there is definitely hate drafting in this game because you see what everybody else has, and you're just like, okay, they need a red die or they need this number, and this isn't going to help me a ton. I'm going to get resources for it.
It's a benefit,
but it's going to be. It's going to hurt me a lot more if I let the other person have it. Right. So it could be a benefit for me to take that.
And that's interesting, right? Because this is one of those games where really to grasp this game, you have to see the cards and read what are on the cards to be able to understand it. But there are moments in this game that are kind of like dramatic and like pivotal that create like you made the right decision because something happened. I think one of the examples of that is that Kevin decided to kill himself in the last game that we played, right? That was like
by attacking a threat,
right?
Right. Self,
but not only did it really benefit him, but it ruined all of my opportunities and stole tons of points from me. I don't think that was your intention by any means, but like it gave you the opportunity. You knew the game was going to end pretty soon, so you decided.
And I knew I was going to get a void pack regardless.
Yep,
right?
You got a point grab at some point, and so where can I get the most points? And the card you grabbed gave you something like
2 Etherstone or
7
something.
points.
Oh, well, it gave me a
So,
lot of
like,
points. Yeah,
It gave you
yeah.
a ton of points. It gave you more than enough to cover what a Void Pact would do.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And it prevented you from.
And it prevented me from scoring a bunch of points, because if I had killed Kevin on his next turn, he would have died anyway,
Yeah.
and then he
I wouldn't have got any benefit. Yeah.
and I would have gotten a ton of points for having killed him based off of how my engine worked.
Right.
And so it's really interesting to see how those kinds of things unfold. And there's a lot of and the amount of cards that come in this game.
We played with a fraction of the cards.
So many
Right.
cards, and you're only using in
You're
a
only using
3-player game.
7.
We use 21 cards, and there's
Right.
like at least double, if not triple, that in the deck
And
still.
the freaking sodium giant card. that guy was awesome.
That card was awesome.
He
Yeah.
has attack power of 5.
And
right?
there's no real blowback to you.
Yeah, he gets exhausted. So I had him, and he would be exhausted, and he wasn't easy to unexhaust, but luckily I had other cards in my tableau that allowed me to refresh him quite a bit.
So he did a ton of work.
He did. He was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game was awesome. I have 93 plays of Res, so I'm not ready to say this is a Res killer because I love that game.
Yep, absolutely.
But the excitement of playing this is far surpasses how I feel about playing Res right now.
Well, and even if acknowledging that Res is phenomenal, we've said it many times on this podcast. It's phenomenal. It's amazing to see what you can do with 8 cards. Well, now it's 7 cards with this game. Like
Right.
they've reduced how much awesomeness can
And
go
there's
by
no
one
monuments
card.
to buy.
And they've changed what is going on. But I think if you like Res, there's no doubt you'll like.
You're
this.
going to like this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt that you're going to like this game because it is a very similar game. But
And
you're
it's
doing different things, right? And there's different types of combos. And the dice drafting, like we've already mentioned, it's just a different feel.
It's a good
and it's a lot
growth on the same experience, right? It's the next step. It's the next iteration of what you would want out of your Res experience. And yeah, I think it's really good. It's one that I'm eager to play again. I look forward to getting this one to the table more.
Yeah, and it's a pretty quick play time. The more you play the game, the more familiar you get with the cards, the better you're going to be at drafting a strategy. I love how it seems like there are different paths to victory in this game, right? So Tyler had a ton of point chips, and you just saw that stack of chips in front of him. You're like, there's no way you can overcome that, right? But then going after threat cards is a great way to get points as well. It just seems like there's a lot of different things that you can do, different strategies you can explore that are all viable. I say that after 2 plays, but it seems like that's the case, right? It seems like it's a pretty balanced game. We'll kind of
Time will tell.
Time will tell, right?
The
Maybe
one-
different opinions after we have 90 something plays of this, right?
I'm trying to find when this is actually going to be available in stores, and I have not found anything yet. So I'm not sure when it's going to be available for non-backers of the Kickstarter. But man, if you get a chance to get a hold of this game, it's definitely worth putting on your
For sure.
shelf.
It better go to retail and get a larger following so that you can it's infinitely expandable.
Let's get some
there's
expansions.
so much
Yeah.
that you could continue to do this with this game.
Yep. So that is Etherstone. Go check it out.
I think that wraps up everything we've been playing lately, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's some other things, but yeah, I think that's what we're going to talk about. I finished Lord of the Rings Trick Taking with my family last night.
Nice.
Took us 56 plays to get through the whole game and the promo chapter.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
That's
I
a lot
loved
of
it.
experience out of a very small box.
Yeah, absolutely. And it never was boring for me. Logan got a little tired of the long chapters, which force you to beat all 7 or 8 or 9 characters before you move on to the next chapter. And if you're only playing with 3 players, that means you're only playing 3 characters, so you got to play multiple times to beat all of them.
Has he read the books, or has he just watched the movies? Because if he's not familiar with Tom Bombadil, then I can understand his impatience.
Yeah, no, he's only seen the movies, I think.
See?
But yeah, fantastic game. But other than that, I don't know. It's been lots of little card games with the little guy, and
yeah, we talked about all the games I've been playing, so it's been a little bit of a drought for me.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting some more gaming in for sure.
Awesome.
Well, and you guys got CanvidCon coming up
Oh,
soon,
my gosh.
so there should be some more gaming.
4 days of gaming straight. I am so ready for that.
Yeah, is that
Holy cow.
Thursday to Monday? Is that what we did?
I
or
think
Thursday to Sunday?
Thursday to Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's going to be awesome. We wish you were going to be there, Tyson.
Yeah.
It would have been prudent that we scheduled that before you left.
Yeah. If we were real friends, we would have done
There was
that.
no guarantee of this actually having.
Your timing was kind of up in the air.
Yeah, it was.
so-
There was no. There. Yeah. Even now, I'm not 100% sure that like I'm not. I'm planning to depart within the next week, but there's still a chance that could be changed. So
Yeah.
All right.
So, well, there's Cabin Con next year.
yeah, yeah.
It's only,
We're not going to stop
Don't
doing
stop.
this
It's only
anytime
like
soon.
380 days away.
I can do it. I can make it.
Maybe we could do a spring cabin con.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm still
Right
gone.
before-
Oh, you're still going.
Right before he gets back.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Cool.
Yeah.
You can make a trip to me, and then we'll do a con.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get into our bracketology episode, right? We
do
had
it.
some better letters, I feel like, this time
Yeah.
with MNOP.
Yep.
More viable selection options that we're all.
There's
familiar
some
with.
good matchups here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
And so how we did this, we're not well, I would say that not necessarily the best games made our list.
Correct.
In a way. So you might notice games that are your favorite M game that aren't on this list because it has to show up on at least two of our lists or three of our lists before to make the cut.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
And we haven't played every game that's out
No.
there.
Yeah, we haven't.
No.
And some of them only one of us likes. And so it doesn't
Right.
make the cut.
Yep.
And so these are the 8 games for each letter that made the cut. And we're going to go through them and we're going to,
Rank them and pit them against each other.
Yeah.
And pick which ones we like the most. We've also predicted how these brackets will come out. And so that's always fun to see how well we predicted our own.
Tyson, you had a perfect bracket
I had a
last time,
perfect
right?
one last
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
That's not going to happen this time.
That's my goal.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Keep my streak alive.
I don't think any of us are going to have a perfect bracket. I don't
There's a couple of them where I was like, I have no
Yep.
clue.
This will be
yeah,
interesting. Yep.
yeah, the peas.
I feel like
Yeah, for sure.
there were a couple of brackets that were like, how did these games get lined up against
Yeah,
each
this is a
other?
bad lineup. Why would we do
Yeah,
this?
it-
Yeah.
Hey, it's completely random.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
So we're going to start with M. All right, so interesting. A game we've already talked about.
Right. That comes up the very first game. Magical Athlete. I don't think we need to talk any more about this.
No,
game, right?
It- Obviously, we had a great time with this one.
Right.
Let's talk about what it's paired up against. It's Magical Athlete versus Memoir 44.
Yes.
Have we talked about that game at all?
Yeah, right.
We talked about our Overlord experience. I remember that.
Yeah, no, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Many times.
And we've
This
talked
has
to
come up.
Mark and Kevin have talked about
all
it.
the time. Yep.
I have a game going of Memoir 44 still at all times on BGA.
Nice.
So with Matt,
Oh, okay.
brother-in-law Matt. I haven't played with Mark for a while, but I'm currently in a game. So I have hundreds of games played of Memoir 44. So.
It's a World War II game where you're pitting up against each other, right? So
Yep. So
what-
two-player game.
what am I
Unless you're
writing
playing
down?
Overlord. But, yeah.
What game I like or which game I want to win? What game I like, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we've done this before, right?
Yeah, it was just 3 months ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bracket's already busted.
Memoir.
Memoir 44.
44.
Unanimous. I haven't played Magical Athlete.
I
mean,
between
I
the
love
two,
Magical. I wish Magical Athlete was paired up against something else because, yeah,
totally agree.
it's not going to beat Memoir.
I
for
love
me.
Memoir 44 for what it is, but like I'd probably play Magical Athlete. If you put the two in front of me right now, I'd probably play that one instead of Memoir 44.
I would too for the setup time
Yeah.
because Memoir is a beast to set up. But yeah,
All right. In our next pairing, we have The Voyages.
Nope.
No.
No.
Here's the thing. Tyler tried to screw this one up and put Marco Polo 1 in by calling it Marco Polo 1. That's not a thing. So it almost didn't make our list at all.
I mean, how many times have you said hey, Tyler, are we playing The Voyages of Marco Polo tonight?
But that's the actual name.
Yeah, but we say Marco Polo.
yeah, but that's okay.
Marco
It's not an
Polo.
M game.
So which one are we choosing?
So we went with Marco Polo 2, which
is
actually,
that's the actual name?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
let's
see, nobody pays attention to the pre-name and the post-name, right?
I think so.
When you're pitting them up against all other M games, it is not an M game. It's a V game. And I need to retain all possible variations for V games.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good point. So what's it going up
It's up against
Kevin?
the Mind. They call it the Mind. No, but the Mind is the game. You don't speak during the game. You get a hand of cards, numbered cards, and you try to place them in order, right?
And it gets increasingly more difficult because there's more and more cards in everybody's hands. It's a cooperative game.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
It's
don't
another
think
one of
I've
those
ever won.
games that's more fun than it deserves to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost an activity.
Yeah.
But it is really fun.
And I think I've won like 3 times.
I've never won.
And
But I don't think I've played as much as you have.
Marco Polo 1 and 2, for the record, are also designed by Simone Luciani.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. And Daniele Ticini.
I have never played it.
Great design team.
That's a tragedy.
It's a great game. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. I've
Both of
heard
them
it's
are for different reasons.
great. Yeah.
And
All
the
right.
winner is Marco
Marco.
Polo.
Dang it.
There goes the bracket.
Mine got busted on the first one.
That was
All
a
right.
poor choice.
Next we have... Oh, gosh. Okay.
Two heavyweights.
So one of these games is more fun setting it up. Messina, 1347.
You think that's more
1347.
fun to set up?
Then the other one is to play.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. The other one, I think we can call it a classic at this point.
Absolutely.
It's Monster Crunch, the breakfast battle game.
Yeah.
You know, when I go to the bathroom at my house, I have more choices of which path to take to the bathroom than I have choices in this game.
That doesn't.
That's just bragging about the size of your house, all right? Like, what?
Tyler lives in a mansion.
He's
Do I
got
want to walk
73 bathrooms.
on the left side of that table or the right side of that table?
The
to the
choices
bathroom?
a game has does not mean how fun it is. We've talked about Llama
game-
so many times.
this game
Llama has
plays
1.5
itself.
choices, and we laugh like crazy playing that game.
We just talked about Magical Athlete, which is a roll and move.
You have
and
zero
you were
choices.
excited about that game, so don't give me this.
If you're drunk or you're just exhausted and you want the game to play itself, get out Monster Crunch.
well,
or
it is
Magical
your favorite.
Athlete.
It is your favorite type, ladder climber.
Yeah,
Which
I
you
do love
absolutely
ladder
love.
ladder
You do
climbing.
love your ladder climbers.
All right, so we've got Messina 1347, an amazing, very different game from our buddy
Vladimir Suchy.
Vladimir Suchy. Thank you. I knew it was a Vlad, and I couldn't think of his last name.
Yeah, no, Messina is great. It's
Yeah.
one. It's probably the top of the list of the rat games that we.
Yeah, for sure.
That we
Yeah.
own, right?
It's a great rat game.
I think so.
Yeah.
Go back to our rat episode if you want to.
That was a fun one.
That actually was really fun. All right, so everybody put
Yeah,
your,
I
put your
think
choice
so.
in there.
And the winner is...
Is Messina.
Thank you. My faith in humanity is restored.
It was unanimous.
I mean, Monster
Obviously,
Crunch
it's
is
the
a-
better game.
Monster Crunch is a great game, but it's just
It's
not,
fine to be on this list. It's just not going to beat Messina.
No, it's not going to beat Messina. Okay, this next one. I mean, it's almost unfair. I love both of these
They're
games.
great.
They're both great games, but we're talking about Moon Colony Bloodbath. We had a feature review of this one earlier in January.
This is
We even talked about it on this
Fantastic.
episode.
We even talked about it on
already.
this episode. Exactly.
it's on my short list for my game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
exactly. And it could very well be the best game.
And
that's
it was
come
one
out
of the
this
first
year.
games released in the year, too.
Yeah, it
like,
was.
it's really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Going up against Modern Art.
Rainer Knizia.
Which really is a classic game at this
It
point.
is. Absolutely.
And it has about 15 variations in publishing prints.
Right.
Yes.
I happen to think that mine is the best.
Yeah, the one that makes you feel like you're staring at some rug from the 70s or something. Come on.
It has those super, super cheap plastic tokens. Like the production quality of mine is not good.
I would argue that the actual art in all of the versions is all ugly.
Yeah, that's probably
yes.
true.
Yeah,
This is
but
true.
the thing that it does. So I mean, you've obviously got other auction games by Rainer Knizia. You got Ra, right?
Yeah.
This one has different types of auctions
Yeah.
mid game, and depending on there's a card you play. How do you decide which type of auction?
Brilliant analysis, Tyler.
To this game,
I know for a fact the last time I played this was on New Year's, so it's been 10 months. It's been 10 months.
It's been a while for me as well.
So but that is one thing. There are different types of auctions.
Yes.
So there's
Yes.
closed auctions. There's one where you only get one bid. There's
Right.
And depending on how the art is auctioned off, somehow you have a different experience each time a piece of art is auctioned. So.
No, I remember playing it at your game table, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Agreed.
Super fun. I think that was for our Rainer Knizia episode. So I'm just going to mention as many episodes
I like
as,
it.
as
I
I
like
can.
it. I like all the callbacks.
Yeah. So go listen to that one too. Yeah.
And then there was that one time we interviewed David Turtsey.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Juma, you remember that one?
Yeah.
That was great too.
All right.
We got to pick.
Oh yeah. I mean,
do we have to pick? Like
Yeah.
We do, because that's how we're
And the
doing it.
winner is
Moon Colony
Bloodbath.
unanimous.
Boom. I mean, that one can go a long way in this one. We'll see. We'll see.
All right, so going back to the top pairing, we now have Memoir 44 versus Marco Polo
Yep.
2.
Marco
Polo.
Because that ruins everything.
Memoir.
Kevin picked Memoir.
I picked
Tyson and I
Memoir.
were Marco Polo.
Yeah. Sorry, we didn't explain what we're doing. This is actually a podcast, and we have to explain things.
Audio content is important. There is no visual involved here. So
Yeah.
All right, we've got Messina 1347 versus Moon Colony Bloodbath.
Which both are incredibly
Great games.
great games. And
I do like it.
Yep.
And the winner is
Moon Colony
Bloodbath. I don't know.
wrote
Unanimous.
Messina because I looked at Messina first, and then I realized I didn't want.
All right,
that
then
one.
we've got, so to finish out the M's, the winner is
Moon
Colony
Colony
Bloodbath.
Bloodbath. Okay.
No surprises there.
That was
No-
terrible.
no
My
surprises.
bracket was bad.
I picked Magical Athlete over Memoir 44 because you guys are...
We were so big on it.
Yeah, but I know you love Memoir 44,
Yeah.
so...
I do love Memoir 44. I picked the Mind over Marco Polo. That was stupid.
Yeah.
But I never played Marco Polo, and I know you've had some great experiences with the Mind.
I have, but I have. Yeah, the Mind's been a blast.
Right.
Yeah, that was my only.
I have had great experiences with Marco Polo 1. Marco Polo 2 I like, but not as much.
Haven't
And
had as great. I agree with
But more
that.
than the Mind, apparently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just the type of game that it is.
Yeah.
It's I think it's better. It's fantastic.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Let's go to the ends.
Yeah. So I think we have, first up, we've got Nova Luna.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were going to read them all off or not.
I think we just do,
We'll just do the pairings.
Yeah.
Do the pairings, yeah.
Nova Luna versus Next Station Paris.
I have great memories of Nova Luna.
Yeah, what was that guy's name?
It's slipping my mind.
Starts with a T. Tubbins.
Tobin.
Tobin.
Yeah. Tubby.
I said Stubby.
Oh, Stubby. And I heard Tubby.
We were at our first Origins, and they hadn't opened up the main hall yet.
Right.
It was, I think it might have been the day. No, it was that morning of that they were gonna open. We're walking through the hall. This guy has a table and chairs set up in the hall. And he's like, "Hey,
Do you want to play?
want to play Nova Luna?" And
I'm like, yeah.
yeah. And so Ben, Kevin, and I sat down and played with Tobin, and he taught us Nova Luna. It's a tile placement game where you're trying to
Match up colors and patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and by play with adjacency rules and score or get rid of all your tokens before someone else does. Right?
Yep, exactly.
And it's a draft game where once you draft, you move the number of spots that are on the tile that you take, and whoever's furthest back drafts next.
Right.
And I think Patchwork kind of has that mechanism too.
Yeah.
So I love Nova Luna. I've got probably 75 plays of this game, if not more.
Yeah. Great game. I love it as well. And I actually owned a copy when Tobin taught us.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's just a game that I hadn't played. So I was very,
And
glad.
you still have it?
And I still have it.
Yeah.
Do you have Nova Luna? Or
I do. I have only played it a few times on the table, like probably less than 5.
Yeah, mostly on
Most
BGA.
of the plays, I got 101 plays. So
Wow, that's a lot.
95 or more plays on BGA. It's awesome.
That is good. It's going up against another
really solid
fantastic game. That's Next Station Paris. It's by far my favorite in the Next Station
Hands down.
series. I like Next Station London. That's my number 2.
It's good.
Tokyo's 3, but Paris is just so much fun with the monuments, the special powers. It's just fantastic.
The corner power.
The corner powers are awesome.
Make it really interesting.
Yeah.
I love Next Station, the whole system. I think it's one of the better, I don't know, flipping rights
I agree.
that are out there. And like in all of the, or any iteration of and right, like roll and right, flip and right. I think it's one of the better done ones.
It solves the problem of people doing the same thing.
Yes.
Right? Because you have your own color, right?
Everybody gets a different colored pencil, right?
Yep.
You flip the card, and everybody has to do that
Same
card,
symbol or whatever, go to that location.
but they're playing different parts of their map,
Yep.
essentially,
And then
because
you
of the different color line.
pass those
Yep.
colored pencils around, and so everybody gets a different product at the end, but it was the same game being played, and then you compete based off of that, which, yeah, I agree. It solves that problem perfectly, that I can't just sit there. Though, to be fair, that's never helped me in
railroading.
I can't copy and win that game. Like, I'm so terrible.
Yeah.
But this does really well. So that is Nova Luna versus Next Station Paris. And the winner is
Next
Next Station Paris.
So I went with Nova Luna. I haven't played Next Station Insert City here as many times as you guys have, but I do really like it. It's a fun flip and right.
Yeah, no. So the next pairing we have up is Nucleum versus Nemesis.
2 heavyweights.
2 really heavyweight
Right.
games.
How did these get paired together?
Yeah, right. Kevin randomized this.
I did.
The weights of Nova Luna versus Next Station Paris were
About the same.
About the same as well. So I don't know.
Nucleum and Nemesis. I mean, they're pretty heavy ones. I've never played Nucleum, and I know, Tyler, this is, I think, your number 1 game of all time, right?
It is. When we did our last top 50 list, this was at my number 1 spot.
Yeah.
And I hadn't played it at that time when we'd done the last one. I've played it twice now since then, and it is a worthy contender for your top 10 list. I mean, it's not going to be my number 1, but like, it is a phenomenal game.
For me, it's right up there with Brasses. I mean, it's in that same group and similar play styles in a lot of ways, similar mechanics.
I agree, and I've only played any of the Brasses once, and this has had more of an impression on me than the Brass game did. I liked what it was doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nemesis
Up against Nemesis. I mean,
thematic alien.
Yeah.
right.
know.
I mean, any game that I can remember specific moments, like 5 years later,
Yeah.
is a good game.
Like
killing
Molotov
yeah, killing Tyler with the Molotov cocktail, and you looking at me like you're so betrayed.
Yeah, because I thought we were working together, and then come to find out it was Kevin's objective was to wipe me out.
I mean,
Exactly.
and in that same game, it was we were playing against Logan, and Logan was the traitor, and his mission was to kill me. And I was like, "You have no bluff, like you have no poker face."
Yeah.
He's just like nonchalantly tracking me down and following me. I'm closing doors, and he's trying to find a way to come kill me, and I'm like, What are you doing? Oh, I just got to check something down here. No, you don't. You're killing me.
This has
Yeah,
the
that's
occasional
awesome.
bad experience where Ben summons the queen on like his second turn.
He
and
was
dies.
out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's a big blemish for me in this
Yeah.
game, right?
There is the mechanic where if you die first, you get to play,
Control the enemies,
You get to
right?
control the aliens, which
we should
have had him.
We
do.
should have played that way.
Sometimes Ben comes over for game night and then's like, I'm good if I just sit here
and
chill
chat
on the couch.
and watch. And,
yeah, and just talk, right? So, but I did.
I did feel bad about
I felt bad about
If
that.
that was me, I'd be like, screw you guys, I'm out. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 fantastic games here.
And the winner is
Nucleum.
Nucleum.
You don't like.
You don't like Nemesis? Kevin also
Wait a
voted
minute.
for Nucleum.
Nemesis. Sorry, I forgot. I'm struggling with the rules for this game.
He's just
Sorry,
gutted to make his
Nemesis.
bracket work.
Yeah.
Nemesis. Clearly Nemesis. I've never played Nucleum. We already went over this.
All right. No thanks versus a simple card game versus Northern Pacific.
Yeah.
A cube pusher railroad game.
It's basically a railroad party game. Which,
It really is.
Which is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I have a ton of fun playing this.
It's a
game.
high player count game,
Right.
and there's a lot going. There's a lot more strategy to it than I would have ever expected. Just I'm going to put a cube here, or I'm going to put a cube here.
There is so much table talk.
Yes.
Right. Where you're trying to convince people to do
Yeah,
go
and there
here and
definitely
go
is.
there. And it's just
That is the fun part of it,
yes,
right?
absolutely.
I've only played it once. I felt like the replayability might wear out over time.
Yeah, it's not a super deep game, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those just quick filler games that I think
play it in between things.
Yeah, that
or in anticipation of other people arriving. Yeah.
Yeah, which like a quick filler train game, cool. You know, it fills a niche, and I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know,
And then no thanks, you have a certain number of bidding chips, and you're bidding to not take number cards. You don't want points. And if you run out of chips, then you have to take a card, whether it's 35 points or a 7-pointer, right?
Yep.
But you collect any chips that are on the card. So those are continually recycling into different players' hands. You want bidding power. You don't want points, but then you can chain numbers together. So if you have the 33 and 34, you're only taking 33 points instead of 67.
Yep. But the trick too is there's, I think, 9 cards that are randomly taken out. So if you get the 33 and 35, hoping you're to get to 34,
It might not be in the deck.
might not be in the deck. So there's definitely a push your luck aspect to this game. One other note is there's recently a reprint. CMYK reprinted it.
Oh, really?
And it's in the Magenta
series.
series. So close your eyes because it's
Put
going
on
to be
your
bright.
eyes.
It's going to
Put
be
on your
bright.
sunglasses.
Yeah, put on your sunglasses when you play. I actually have it in the game bag with me now. Haven't played that version yet. Same game, but just a different production. So,
Nice.
I think this one also has, similar to Northern Pacific, a lot of potential table talk going on. But basically, it's "I hate you" and "Why did you do that to me?" kind of a conversation.
There's at least mentioned 10 times. You can chain that together. You can chain that together.
Oh,
You
you
can chain
can do
that
that.
together.
You can do
You
that.
can do that. Yeah,
got
that
this.
happens.
Goading
You got
people.
this. Yeah, that's the table talk.
Then the 3 comes out, and it's like, okay, do I take 3 points or put a chip on
Yep.
it to not take 3 points, right? Fun stuff like that.
Both great games.
All right.
And the winner is
No thanks.
thanks.
Unanimously.
Whew, I was a little worried about that one. All right. The next one is... Kevin, do you want to introduce this one?
No, not really.
This is one of those.
This was a me write-in, I think. New Frontiers. This is another Tom Lehman game. We've mentioned his games already in this episode, Res Arcana. This is based on, I believe, Puerto Rico. This is another version of Puerto Rico. I love it. I think it's a great game. You guys, I don't think have played it as much as I have.
I think I've played it once.
I've played it once on the table, I think, and a few times on BGA.
Yep. So it's one of those games where you select an action. If you're the one that selects an action, you get a bigger benefit, but everybody follows that same action. And it's in the theme of Race for the Galaxy. A lot of fun. I like New Frontiers quite a bit. Then the next one.
I think this was a write-in for
This
me.
was a Tyler write-in.
The ends were a little hard to...
Harder than I expected.
Yeah, I had Nerds on my nominee list.
Yeah.
Nidavellir came out in 2020.
Yeah.
It's dwarves. You're collecting different dwarven cards and set collection. And I don't think we own a physical copy of this. We've only played on Board Game Arena.
And I think
That's
it got
right.
talked a lot about in 2020 because I think at the same time
some-
it was
quite a bit of
released
hype.
on BGA and it was in the height of the pandemic. And so I think people were playing a lot of it on BGA.
I see a lot of award nominations for it and finalists, award nominees. So, yeah. It's set collection,
Yeah.
right? Different types of cards that score in different ways. And it's fun. Yeah.
Not a super strong pairing here. I mean, when,
why
you got
did-
Nucleum and Nemesis, and
These are the underdog teams against
Nova
each other.
Luna and Next Station Paris, and then we got New Frontiers and
Yeah.
Nidavellir. But hey, it's all right.
Again,
It happens.
randomized pairings.
Exactly. Here we go.
And the winner is Nidavellir.
Nidavellir. I am the lone New Frontiers choice.
I'm on track for a perfect bracket.
Back up to the
again.
top. we
Oh,
got,
gosh. Okay, we got Next Station Paris versus Nucleum.
Oh,
David Turczi.
See Nucleus.
We
Is that the expansion?
David Turczi. We interviewed him.
We did. Go back and listen to that episode.
It was
fantastic.
Voidfall
Yes.
feature review combined with a David Turczi interview.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All right.
And
And
the
the winner
winner
is
Nucleum.
I did Next Station Paris.
This was
because
a
I
hard
have not
one
played
for me.
Nucleum.
Yeah, this was a hard one for me because yes, Next Station Paris is a phenomenal game.
I mean, if I were you, I would have chosen Next Station Paris.
But I chose
my whole
Nucleum.
bracket is screwed on this one. So, all right, we got No Thanks and Nidavellir.
Yep. We could probably just say one of those and be done with it. And the winner is No Thanks.
No thanks.
And
Shocker. No thanks against Nucleum?
Did you just have a sigh of exasperation because you're like, oh, which one do I choose? My number one game or No Thanks?
We gotta redo our
And the winner is Nucleum.
Nucleum. I chose No thanks.
I mean, I
Have
am
not played
pleasantly
Nucleum.
happy that Nucleum won. It did not make it it didn't make it out of the first bracket for me. No, that's not true.
Nucleum didn't?
I had it losing to Next Station Paris in the second pairing. So
I will tell you.
You
that
did.
yeah, because I thought Tyson loved Next Station
I do love
Paris
Next Station.
Right.
more than he liked Nucleum.
Nucleum is
So I incorrectly predicted that. I did
Nucleum
not pick
is
Nucleum.
a great game, and like I would play it over Next Station Paris unless I'm looking for a shorter experience, right? Like that's the
Who
only
did you
reason.
guys predict to win that bracket?
I've got
Nucleum.
2 perfect brackets so far.
I picked Nucleum.
Dang, man. That suck.
I do not have perfect brackets, but
I'm trying to keep this streak alive.
All right. Okay, we're on to the O's. On Mars versus
One deck dungeon.
One Deck Dungeon.
okay, O's were hard for me.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, or O's were tough. On Mars. This is another memory that I have that I will never forget.
Our second Cabin Con.
Yeah.
Yep. We said, hey, let's watch a quick video to figure out how to play this game.
And by the way, we're here 4 hours before anybody else.
Well, it was like 6 hours. I think.
I think it was 6 hours before.
Yeah.
We didn't realize it was a two-parter, the video that we were watching to try to figure out the game.
Which was 45 minutes for the one video. By the
Yeah. It was a little rough, I think, figuring that one out. I think it's a pretty good game, though.
For the record, I love this game. It's Vital Lacerda.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Its complexity is off the charts. But once you start playing it, I feel like things start to make sense, like any Vital Lacerda
Yes.
game.
Flows pretty well.
The systems work well together.
Ian O'Toole art.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
I loved this game. I've played it a few times. I had actually played it a couple times before that. But that was a rough. I think we finished around the time
Oh, they had arrived.
after everybody else had showed
Yeah.
up and unpacked their stuff.
Yeah, which was it was actually
Yeah,
perfect
it was-
timing.
It was perfect.
It
timing,
was,
but we were hoping to play
so
a few games
Yeah, exactly.
before people showed
I
up.
was so drained.
It was
after
exhausting,
playing that game,
yeah.
and that was a rough way to start.
But I
Yeah.
thought it was. I agree with everything you just said, Tyler. That for me, like the experience was phenomenal, except it was exhausting to try and absorb and learn it all.
Yeah.
Up against One Deck Dungeon. I don't believe you guys have either of you have played this. This is a dungeon crawler in a very small package with a deck of cards. I played this solo, which was a very fun solo experience. But then I started playing it on the app, which I actually enjoyed more on the app. So very good dungeon crawler. All the typical dungeon crawly tropes.
And I've
are
heard
in this
like
one,
it's
and
a phenomenal
it's fun.
solo game, just like you said. Like
Yep.
it's one that's been on my radar for a long time, but I've just never been able to play it.
Yep.
All right. And the votes are in. And the winner is?
On
Mars.
All right. The next one. Tyson, you want to talk about this one?
No, but yes. This was my write-in. It is Oath, Chronicle of Exile and Empires. This is a Cole Whirly game. And the reason I don't want to talk about it is the same exact reason I don't want to talk about Arcs, because nobody wants to play these games with me that are like Cole Whirly games. But
I would play Oath.
Oath.
I wasn't invited to the first table.
Well, that's it, and we haven't
Nor the
played-
second table.
We haven't played it since, so we haven't. It
Some
is
little hurt feelings here.
it is kind of like its own developing story style narrative game, right? There is so much going on, and it's a little bit cumbersome. And you're trying to establish your empire essentially, and it's like a legacy style game in that like everything that happens in the previous games build upon each other. So it is a very massive game, and there's a lot to learn. And I just remember having a really good experience with it, even though it was like a really long play, and it was like there was a lot of stuff going on that I probably shouldn't have liked about it. But I thought in terms of O games, this one's worth at least bringing up.
Yep. And this one's going up against On Tour, which is a roll and write, which
From All Play, right?
Yep. Which I've had a ton of fun with this one. You are planning your tour. You're a band around the country. You're rolling dice. You roll these two big chunky dice, and they are 8-sided dice, I believe. I can't remember for sure, but you're taking the inverse. So if you roll a 1 and a 7, you have to write a 17 and a 71 on your board somewhere. And there's cards that you flip over that correspond to different parts of the country, and you have to write those numbers in that part of the country. You get bonuses if you write in exactly the city that's on those cards. It's a tough roll and write. It's very difficult to get everything to work out.
You can get trapped.
Yes.
And have lots of rolls where you're not writing down anything, right?
Yeah.
You're put in an X down because
Yep.
you have no valid places to play it.
If you don't plan well, then you can definitely get yourself in bad spots. Or if there's rolls that just don't work out with what
Yeah.
you have, it's you got to take some negative points. But when things work out, you get to a point in the game, you're like, it's super stressful at the end because you have to get a certain number. When it works out well, then it's like, oh, that's awesome. When it doesn't, then you're completely hosed. But I don't know. I've had a lot of fun with On Tour.
It gives me vibes of like tiny towns that, if you get the exact right...
How dare you?
you get the right resource that gets
Yeah.
played, then you got this perfect board. But if the right resource doesn't come out, just like the right roll doesn't come out...
How do you compare the two? That is just horrible.
Anyway.
Yeah, I like Tiny Towns.
Tiny
I
Towns
don't
is-
really like On Tour. So there's some weird... Yeah, I'm okay with the
You
comparison,
don't-
but
You like Tiny Towns more than On Tour?
100%.
You are a terrible person.
Okay. All right. The votes are in.
All right, here we go.
I've written mine down and erased it 3
I've done
times
it
for
too.
some reason. On Tour.
On Tour.
Yeah, that wins.
For some reason, I thought I was going against Tiny Towns. I don't know.
I mean, basically, Oath wasn't a contender at all.
Tyson had written down Oath, but he's the only one that played it, so that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he didn't. The rest of us weren't invited.
Much to your chagrin.
All right. The next one is okay. Wow. Obsession
Yeah.
versus Onitama.
Yeah.
And Obsession is, of course, like
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Downton
the
Abbey.
game,
Downton
yeah.
Abbey, the board game.
Yeah. Enough said, right? We've talked about it before.
We have.
I think.
And there's a lot of
Yeah.
We've talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
we've talked about it fairly recently too, and it's again going up against
A few months ago.
Onitama. Yeah.
Onitama, I played this, but not well.
It's an abstract style game,
Yeah.
but it's martial art theme
Right.
in the vein of something like a chess or a checkers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and-
I played this.
You've played it multiple times. Yeah, we've played it a few times. I love Onitama.
Yeah,
I play this with my son all the time.
Yeah.
And it is
Nice
a
production quality.
Yep, absolutely. I
Oh,
love
I
it.
haven't played the other one, but I am
Kevin
struggling.
does not know how to play this game.
All right, I'm choosing
All right.
Onitama.
The winner is Obsession, though. Kevin was just telling you what he chose.
That's what I chose for my bracket. because-
I like Obsession a lot more than I like Onitama, but I love both.
I've heard it's great.
Okay, we've now got in our last O pairing, first round pairing,
A really unfair pairing.
Orapa Mine, which is a Korean designed game.
Oh,
And this one's interesting. That's deduction,
Yep.
but it's not like any deduction game. I don't know. I would
No,
say
it's like the laser game, the laser maze
Yeah.
game where you're trying to get a laser to point out a specific way, except you're trying to figure out where the mirrors are essentially in the
So you're
grid.
trying to place the mirrors in the grid exactly how
They are like
the laser is reacting to those mirrors.
correct. You're sending like basically
You pick a column and
in
a
a
row.
row and saying what happens if I send a signal from this column or this row? Where does the laser come out? Right? I think it's really good. I think that its biggest flaw is potentially being played on the board. You need a clue giver.
And that's why it's great that it's on BGA.
Correct.
And you can play it there, and it's a great experience.
Yes.
Okay. That is going up against Orleans, one of the greatest games of all time.
Correct.
Bag builder.
it's a great game.
Builder,
It is a great
hands
game.
down.
Moving around the city, the countryside, placing
Resources or picking up resources and placing
the little merchant huts or
Yeah.
whatever they are.
trading posts.
Trading posts. Gives me a little bit of vibes of Toledo.
Or Toledo should give you
Yes, yeah,
Orleans
the
vibe,
moving
but
part.
yes.
Yeah. Since, chronologically, yes. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens.
I know what happens.
I know what happens,
There's
too.
no way that we
no
don't know what
contest.
happens.
Okay,
It's
so-
Orleans.
It's Orleans.
Yeah, but apparently Kevin
Unanimous.
spelled it a different way. So I did.
Orleans.
So, I will say...
It's Orleans.
You had two O's in there, and Orapa mine comes closer to that than Orleans.
Okay, fine. I fixed it, okay?
Thank you.
If Orapa Mine had come up against like 3 or 4 of these other games
Absolutely.
in this list, I would have picked it over that.
I totally would.
But unfortunately, it came up against Orleans.
Yep.
All right, we've
Okay.
got On Mars versus On Tour.
On tour.
Was that your answer? Is
No,
that
I
your
was
vote?
just saying.
That is what they are against. Yes.
I was just saying what it was, and that just so happens to be my answer. Yes, on tour.
Kevin's going On Tour. Tyson and I go On,
On
Mars,
Mars,
which
ruins my bracket. But I
Crap. So you guys picked on Mars?
I did not think that was going that far.
okay, and then we've got Obsession versus Orleans. You know what? These are two fantastic
Really
games.
great games.
I have way more emotional,
Attachment to one than the other. I agree.
and that is Orleans.
Orleans.
Orleans. Look, I spelled it right.
Unanimous.
Yeah, thank you for doing it. It didn't confuse me this time.
Probably didn't need to erase,
I
but
just did the same thing.
here we go. And so we got On Mars versus Orleans for the winner.
And the winner is Or and Doctor's
I think that was
handwriting.
unanimous.
Yep. Spelled it
Okay.
right again. There we go.
All right. Now,
Orleans.
The hardest bracket, I think, of them all.
yeah, I really
Is the P bracket.
Messed up my N bracket.
I just messed up my O bracket slightly.
Okay, so in the first pairing, we have a very lightweight game going against a very heavyweight, fantastic classic.
It is a classic, absolutely. Pixies is the lightweight game.
Came out last couple of years.
Yeah, super fun.
Little card
Pandasaurus.
game.
Really clever card game that you don't like. It's just a grid, right, with numbers.
It's a 3x3 grid. You're collecting numbers 1 through 9. If you get duplicates of a number, you score more points. The cards have different colors on them. You're trying to group like colors together.
Yep.
There is
a
so
few different
much-
ways to score points.
and there is so much hate drafting.
Oh,
in this game.
this game should be called not
Hate
Pixies.
drafting
It
the
should be
game.
called hate drafting the game. Yes.
Yeah,
and that's what makes it
but
phenomenal.
it's fun hate drafting.
Oh,
and
it is.
everybody expects it.
Everybody's like, "Yep, that was the right.
That was the
move."
right move.
I'm not mad about that. You
I
did what
am
you were
mad
supposed to
about
do.
that, but I'm not mad at you about that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's just so much fun. It's a game that needs to be played in person.
Yeah.
I think it's just it kind of loses something on,
It's still
on BGA.
fun on BGA to some extent, but only if you've played it on the table.
Yeah, I just think it's so much. I love it on the table. I think it's fantastic. Going up against a game that I have been playing for years and years, and that's Power Grid. This is just a fantastic game. I don't even know what to say about it. You're drafting power plants. It's a race to see who can power the most power plants when the end game is triggered. And the whole game, you're just trying to set up for this end game.
Yeah, there's this weird ebb and flow where sometimes you don't want to be in front, and then
Yep.
other times you do. And
Yep.
I still haven't figured that out as many times as I played this. But
Ano-
it's great.
Yeah,
I
and
love this game.
Another one of my favorite memories is the big Power Grid that we played
At Origins.
At Origins. I thought that was awesome. I was played with some
weird-
weirdo next to us, but
Weird personalities in that game.
weird
But yes.
personalities in that game. But that was just a lot of fun. So Power Grid is great. Have you played this one?
Oh yeah,
Tyson?
I
You
have.
played quite
And
a bit.
I've played it a number of times, and I really enjoy it for the most part. The first time I played it, I didn't like it because it seemed to me that the player who could math fastest and best was the one who
It's very mathy.
could come out on top a lot easier, and that's not my personal strength, and so
It's funny. I've played this a lot, and a lot of people have calculators out at the table.
yeah.
Just
Whoa, party foul.
Yeah, I agree with
calculating the routes, right? It's like I have this much money. It's so fascinating to me. Like you're getting resources, then you're building routes, and just mathing out how much can I how many
cities can I
resources can
power?
I get? I need enough money left over to be able to expand my network, and that whole.
So
Figuring that out is a lot of fun.
Pixies is called hate drafting the game. This should be called accounting the game.
Yeah.
Because you are doing a lot of accounting trying to figure out
But
the best
there's
business
some-
decisions for you.
You're
and
also blocking people out of cities.
No, they're absolutely.
So
And you're setting yourself up for cheap connections later in the game. The end game in this is so exciting.
It's a phenomenally
going around to
designed game.
see like who can power what in that last round is like, whoa. I've had so many fun experiences with that. But
all right. So the winner is.
Pixies!
Pixies!
What the upset? That could
Wait, hold on a second. Are you playing it wrong again?
no, I like Pixies. I don't.
I thought the nostalgia would win over for you. So I picked Power Grid. Kevin and Tyson picked Pixies.
I predicted that Pixies would win, but I was expecting Tyler to be the one who would put Pixies
Yeah.
on there. So when I looked at Power Grid on his, I was like, oh, I lost. And then I glanced over, and I was super surprised that you picked Pixies.
I love Power Grid, but the experiences that I've had with Pixie, and maybe it's recency bias, I don't know. I've just had so much fun with that game, and I've been into like shorter games that are, shorter play times that you just have a good time around the table,
Yeah.
and I think that's one of these games for me. I don't know. So
I'm all for you picking
I
Pixies.
thought nostalgia would win over for you.
yeah, it was close. This was a tough pairing for sure.
All right. The next one is Pandemic versus Point Salad. And are we going all pandemics, pandemic system?
This is your-
What are we talking about here?
This is your
The best of
We all had this written in, didn't we?
No, I removed
Tyson.
it.
yeah.
I actually did have it. It was on my. It was on my
your
list,
short list.
and then I pulled it off of my top.
I think whatever the best pandemic experience is,
Okay.
that's the game that
Because
that you-
like I was
that you would
looking
choose,
at
right?
some later letters, and I was like, well, I'm not going to pick that because we've already picked Pandemic. You know, like Reign of Cthulhu. Is that an R game or is that a Pandemic game? So
I would say it's Pandemic.
It says Pandemic,
Reign
yeah.
of Cthulhu.
This is not Voyages of Marco Polo is clearly a V game. I don't know how we
Why are
need
we-
a
no, that one's fine. I agree with you on that. I was just
Pandemic is P game though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got to get these letters right, Tyler. That's all I'm saying.
okay. So we got Pandemic, designed by a little known designer.
Right. Oh, we also interviewed Matt Leacock,
Matt Leacock, the
Yeah,
designer of
Daybreak.
Pandemic.
the designer of Pandemic,
in our
in our
Daybreak
Daybreak episode.
And
Go
that
look with that one up. It was great.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
We should probably provide episode numbers
Yeah.
with all these callbacks.
If
but-
only we, if only we knew. If only we
Halfway
planned for
successful.
this. All right. So yeah, you're
versus something else. Pandemic versus something else.
Point salad.
Oh,
point.
yes.
Oh, point
I
salad.
love point salad. Point
salad's
salad
great.
is a really good little engine. It's not really engine building, but
It's a filler.
it's a
It's a
filler.
filler.
game.
You're just
I
trying to-
I play it with my family all the time. It's really good. You're trying to score points and combos based off of what plates are available of vegetables that you're selecting. So
Yeah.
you're drafting. It's a draft game that you're trying to get points out of the.
And the choice is: do you take a card that will get you points, or do you take the vegetables that will combo with the point cards
Or do you flip
you've
over
already
the,
taken?
the plate to turn it to the vegetable side, right?
Or
Yeah.
do you hate? There's also hate drafting. in this
Oh,
game,
for sure.
Where
Yeah.
you don't want people to collect the vegetables that give them points.
Yeah.
So yeah,
My kids hate that part of the game.
yeah, this is definitely a game you can play with little kids.
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Even if they don't understand the plate scoring.
Yeah, because
They still just love drafting
I've-
and stacking fruits and vegetables and
I've played something like 10 times with my oldest since he was like 4 or 5, and he's 8 now. So we've been playing it for a long time. And if you look at my BG stats, for the longest time, his strategy was just take the tomatoes. And he's got a 50% win rate. If you go back to our win rate episode, you'll see that I'm not great at a lot of games. This one I'm worse at than he is. So,
all right.
Okay, we ready?
Votes are in.
and the winner is
Pandemic.
unanimously.
So
Whoa.
Tyson.
You
were
like Pandemic more than you like Point Salad?
Do I think Pandemic is a better game, and have I had better experiences with Pandemic than Point Salad? Yes, I've played
Okay.
Pandemic
Oh.
Legacy.
He's playing it right.
He's turning a different leaf over there.
All right.
Do I like Pandemic better than most
Cooperative.
games?
Maybe
No,
that's
I
his
don't.
new name.
No, I don't.
That's how I'm gonna remember him while he's gone.
Mr. Cooperative.
All right.
That's right.
I'd rather you just forget me at this point.
Okay, we've got small card game Parade versus a solo game Paperback Adventures.
Which is a write-in. By the way, this is probably one of my most favorite solo games. Probably
Okay.
number 2, maybe. But we talked about earlier Fliptoons, or Tyler did, and how it was a deck building pure game that does something unique and new. That's exactly what Paperback Adventure is for me. It's a pure deck builder game, except your cards are letters, and you're trying to spell spell any word really to beat. It's a roguelike game. You're trying to beat different bosses and minions and things like that and go as far as you can. But the trick is on the sides of every card are symbols that are either defense or attack, and how you splay your cards to spell your words is how you're going to either attack or defend and do different things. So it's really clever. I really like this game. I think it's a phenomenal game that deserves more attention. It did just get recently a new crowdfunding expansion for multiple new versions of it, and so yeah, it's well liked.
Going up against Parade. So Parade came out in 2010. I have 42 in-person plays of Parade at this point. Quite a few. Fantastic game where you're trying to collect the least amount of cards and the least amount of points. The trick is there's a certain amount of colors in the game. If you collect the most of a certain color, then you flip over your cards for end game scoring and you get 1 point for each of those cards. If you don't collect the most, then you get whatever the face value of that card is, those cards that you've collected, and it goes up to 10, right? So it's just a super interesting, super fun game where you're taking cards and trying not to get the most points, right?
Potentially on every turn have the ability to play a card that has a high enough number or color that makes it so you don't have to take any cards,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
And then every once in a while you might get stuck with one or more cards, and then you're starting to get into scoring lots of points. There's definitely some different strategies there. But how the parade comes out of cards and how, the turn choices that you have of which card to play, which points am I going to take now, and which points can I avoid taking, and
it's like, okay, I'm going to go all in on white, and I'm just going to get all the whites here and just bite the bullet, and hopefully I can keep the majority of those at the end of the game, and then stick somebody else with a high white card or something.
But at the end of the game, everybody gets to reveal 2 cards from their hand
that they have
and
in
add
hand
it to their tableau area or their scoring area. And that might change who has the majority of one of the 6 colors.
And I love how you can plan for that.
Yeah.
Right. So you can hold back those cards. Nobody else knows that you have them. They can look around the table and see how many cards are out. But
feel pretty good about it.
Feel pretty good about their situation, but you can completely hose somebody at the end, It's a fun game.
Love the decision in this game of what's going to hurt me the least, right? Like this game is all, you're going to take something that's going to be horrible at some point. It's almost inevitable. So what do I take that hurts me the least? And watching somebody see that decision 3 turns down the table as they're watching you not take as many cards, and then the next player not take as many cards, and then you see that like realization on their face that they have to take 10 cards or whatever, and it's like it's a fun experience.
All right.
The winner is
Parade,
and I voted Paperback Adventures.
All right.
We've got 2 Vladimir Suchi games.
This was rude. This
was rude.
Like
we got Praga, Caput, Regni, and then Pulsar 2849.
I sold my copy or traded my copy of Praga, Caput, Regni.
Yep.
And then I saw it on sale 3 years later for like $20, and I bought it.
Yeah.
Again.
We all know the real reason why you bought a new copy was because you have your original copy had a bite mark in it.
Different.
Did you bought a new copy, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I was thinking maybe you'd buy your old used
Should we
copy
open
to see
it
if you
up?
could find the egg again.
Should we open it up and do some taste testing?
Oh, yeah. Delicious.
All right. So, Praga, it's got the big, what is that?
The crane.
The crane with this wheel mechanism. He's often got wheel mechanisms in his games.
Wheels,
and
rondelles.
Always fantastic.
They are. It's got completely unnecessary components to it, 3D components, which we don't play with. But no, the game's fantastic. We gave it some, I think, unfair criticism.
Yeah, you two did
initially about
this was like our 3rd episode.
Maybe the King's Road strategy was overpowered.
Yeah,
I have tried that strategy so many times and lost over and over again. It is not overpowered.
Okay.
There is definitely some strategy to the game.
This was also that one time where we played a game of this on that table over there where we were timing the turns.
Oh, that was horrible.
That's why you had such bad feelings.
Yes, and I hated that.
We had when we were done playing the game, we had this beautiful front end display that I had created with all these charts and like average turn times, and it was really cool. I thought it was awesome. It was the fastest game of Praga that we had ever played.
I know it was horrible though, because who wants to be on a timer to take their turn?
I mean, Ben's turns were averaging like 4 or 5 seconds or something.
Nothing.
Like,
it was like just take turns, just do something.
Oh my gosh.
as kind of miserable as that turned out to be by doing that, it was such a fun experience that I'll never forget.
It was pretty hilarious.
In retrospect, I remember Kevin not thinking it's a fun
I had
experience
purged
at
that
all.
from my mind. I forgot we even did that until right now.
Because that was back when we were like,
We're trying to come up with ideas for the podcast, right?
Well,
so
yeah,
let's time everybody's turn.
We want to know who's got the longest term.
Because we did that at the beginning. We're like,
in our first few episodes, we would talk about whoever had taken the longest turn since our last episode in whatever game it was. Right?
Yeah.
We went away from that pretty quick.
Some ideas were better than others.
Yeah, because if we included the BGA turns at this point, we'd know there were some
3 days.
Yeah,
Tyler hasn't taken his
3 days. That's
his turn in a week.
3 weeks.
I love the comment in the 51st State game that we just finished, like in the last week. Like 3 months ago, Kevin wrote the first comment when the game started. I hope we can get through a couple of these games really quick because it was just the three of us.
Well, yeah, because we
were
played
in
with
another game of 51st State.
Yes, that was taking forever.
So long.
Yeah. And I'm like, let's just start a few new games with us three because we know we're going to take our turns. 3 months later.
I don't know what it is, but I've gotten away from going to BGA when I wake up or before I go to bed. Like it's like every second or third day, I'm like, oh yeah, I should check my BGA. I don't know.
No, I've noticed.
It's a busy schedule. Yeah.
Oh, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all good. What are we doing?
Divergent.
Praga. Okay, what Praga?
It's getting late. We're squirreling.
Praga versus Pulsar.
Oh my gosh, Pulsar! I absolutely love this game.
Yeah, there's still a second game, huh?
Yeah, Pulsar. I will. We're talking about a lot of memories in this episode, but we played this for the first time in my basement, and it was one of those. As soon as we started figuring out how the game plays and saw that dice drafting mechanism, it was like mind blown. This is an amazing mechanism
for turn order as well,
and turnover and engineering cubes and stuff. And it's just such an amazing game. And every time I play it, I love this game.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, and just like you said, Tyler, there's all those tech tracks and different things and the variation and the different tiles. Every game feels unique, and I love the experience that I have with this.
Different paths to victory, the
competition over the main scoring technologies and
game scoring goals.
That it's
transmitters, the bonus dice that you get. Yeah, setting yourself up for the end game and you're getting turn order to where you need it to be so you can get those technologies at the end. It's just awesome. Yeah. All right.
And the winner is
Pulsar.
I think that Pulsar is Suhi's best game. I like Praga, Caput, and Regni a lot, but I think I prefer Pulsar.
So with more plays of Pulsar, it's not. I'm not as high on it as you two are. I still think it's an amazing game, but I like Praga more at this point. So.
But you haven't played Evacuation yet.
No,
You've played
Evacuation is awesome.
Evacuation has the potential of beating all of them, I think.
I agree with that.
But I still think in the end, Pulsar may be ahead of it. But whoa, that game is amazing. All right.
So going back to the top of our brackets, and now we're pairing Pixies versus Pandemic.
I made weird choices. I really did.
Okay, so Pixies versus Pandemic, right? That's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pixies versus Pandemic.
All right.
Play it like you're supposed to, Kevin.
I know.
And the winner is Pandemic.
Yeah, Pandemic.
And I voted for Pixies.
You did?
I did.
To advance?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Like
my bracket has Pixies. I don't know why I picked that.
I would play Pixies over Pandemic. They're opposite. Hate drafting, right? That's my bread and butter. I love I don't want cooperative. I want hate.
You want pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Co-op.
Yeah, no.
That's totally going to stick.
All right.
Okay.
Parade versus Pulsar.
Surprising.
It's kind of an
tough,
unfair pairing.
It is an unfair pairing, but it is.
It is a little tougher than you would think.
Yeah.
Because both are, in their own right, phenomenal games.
Right. Yeah.
And the winner is Pulsar.
Unanimous. All right. Pulsar versus Pandemic for the P win. The winner is
Pulsar!
I'm surprised that you two after always talking about how pandemic's the best gaming
Did you
experience
pick
I've ever had.
You don't sound like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what you two sound like. Don't tell me you would pick Pulsar over Pandemic.
I would pick Pulsar over Pandemic. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think Kevin would for sure.
Yeah.
No.
I would-
Pandemic.
Okay, you put
Pandemic
both of those
Legacy
games in
Season
front
1.
of me right
Pandemic
now.
Legacy Season 1. Best gaming experience
yeah.
you've ever had.
30 hours later.
You tell me that's the better experience? That you've said on multiple occasions.
I have.
Well, I
That
think
that
that-
is the best
I
gaming
did-
experience.
I think you're
did
picking
enjoy
your favorite
that.
game, your best experience. You're kind of, it's this.
And those all Pulsar beats all of that. Pandemic Season 1.
Well,
I don't know. I think it's because I play with you guys.
Don't even give me this.
Yeah.
You're trying
Yeah,
to
that's Pulsar.
you're
Pulsar for sure.
meddled
Yeah.
with your results, your bracket results.
I think someone didn't pick Pulsar.
I did not.
Oh, okay. We see where
You
the
guys
hatred's coming
cheated
from.
is what it was. I picked Pulsar, but I would have, if I wanted to rig the bracket, I would have chosen
One,
Pandemic.
two, what do we usually say? I don't know.
And the
So
winner-
Tyson had the best prediction of the three of us.
Overall, I got 39 points from all my selections. I got M and N perfect brackets.
It's almost like somebody was
Cheating?
If I had been
playing the game.
Yeah. You guys played the game with lying about Pandemic. That's what's going on.
Lying
here.
about Pandemic? What are you talking about?
For the last 4 years, how many times have I heard best gaming experience I ever had was Pandemic Legacy Season 1? Now you're Southern, right?
What? Huh? I sound like that.
I'm trying to make you sound more
Best gamer,
sophisticated, all right?
bear.
Yeah, that's it. Spot on.
Yeah, that's exactly. You were right. That is how I sound.
And as far as our listeners go, the winner was
Andrew J.
All right, way to go.
all right. Well, it's after midnight. I think it's time we say goodnight on this episode.
Oh, it is.
Safe travels to Tyson.
Yep.
We'll see you again
At some point.
At some point.
at some point.
Yeah.
Mr. Co-op will be back in our midst,
Well,
playing his
Mr.
favorite
Co-op.
cooperative games with us.
We'll see you on BGA.
Yes, for sure.
Right.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
Halo, now that I've got that.
Halo.
Oh yeah,
We got a noob playing. Noob.
Man, I got a perfect.
that's okay. Our
Oh, have you? It's you've been playing?
I've been warming up. I'm a Lance Corporal now, so back up.
Oh my gosh. You're a Lance Corporal.
You know, it might take down the average level
Oh.
of our opponents if he's grouped with us.
We are gonna make it killing. Let's get going. Let's play. Because we'll you'll drag some other noobs with you.
If it doesn't, though, then we might be screwed.
Oh my gosh. Tyson, what are you doing? This is capture the flag.
Wait, this corner doesn't go anywhere?
Oh, this is gonna
yeah.
be good. We gotta get
We'll
our other
have to
buddies on too.
Put some slides together, PowerPoint slides,
Right.
like laying out maps and
Yep.
and high
This is
focus areas
this
and where
is a
all
battle.
the good stuff is.
This is a battle rifle. This is how
This
many.
is the
is how you
direction you
reload.
point it.
This is how many shots a rocket launcher has.
Mentally count off the rounds as they're going.
Yes, exactly.
For this gun, it is this many rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Can you imagine?
I decided I don't want to play with you guys
Super
anymore.
Fiesta. Oh my gosh.
That's all I play is Super Fiesta.
Oh, are you playing Super Fiesta?
That's all I play.
no, I
Nice.
seriously though, like we're laughing, but
No, I totally
I think
wanna
this
play.
is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be
And-
Fun to laugh at.
No, it's gonna be fun to play together and,
No,
and
like
try this out.
Tyler and I have a long history in Halo for sure.
Yeah.
So
do I. I just have a really big hiatus in my Halo history.
when did you first start playing Halo? Yeah.
In Halo 1?
So but back when it came out in like
Yeah.
2002?
I did LAN parties and
Nice.
was doing it
Ooh,
the whole
nice.
time.
All right, so
I
you're
played
fine.
with ranked guy at the time who was playing in tournaments. And
Yep. Oh, you're fine then. You'll be good. You won't bring down the
Yeah, well.
average student.
All right.
All right, cool. It's good times. Good to record again.
Yeah, it's good to
Yeah.
be back after
Right.
a long break. So
And if you're still listening after our break, we really appreciate you sticking with us.
Exactly. The true fans, true listeners are still
yeah,
around, I guess.
there's some out there. Hey, we hit another anniversary this month.
Yeah.
Like last week.
Is it 4 or
4
5?
years.
It's 4 years now?
Is it 4 or 5?
I don't even know at this point. When did we start?
I don't know.
No, so we had to have started the year like 2021.
It was 21.
It had to be 2021 because nobody was getting together in 2020.
Yes.
4 years.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
I love the nights like tonight where we play a game and then record. And
Agreed.
even though it's super late, it was a blast. It
was fun.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Gonna miss playing games with you, Tyson. But you'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yep.
All right. And that wraps up the episode. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Longest Turn Board Gaming Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode and you want more Longest Turn in your life, please check us out on Instagram. Also, be sure to check us out on Board Game Geek, where you can join our guild, Guild 3947, and check out our blog, where we post all our show notes and occasionally post more detailed reviews. If that's not enough for you, we have a Discord server. If you want to play a game with us on Board Game Arena, join our Board Game Arena group, The Longest Turn. Until next time, thanks for listening.
Tot ziens.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Welcome to The Longest Turn. This is episode 85. MN, MO, M through...
OP. It's the alphabet. It's not that one.
Yeah, but did I say M through P? Or did I say MNOP? I feel like I've just done I through L.
Oh, maybe.
Welcome to The Longest Turn. This is episode 85, AlphaBracketology M through P.
We just went over this.
Welcome to The Longest Turn. This is episode 85, AlphaBracketology M through O. My name is Tyler.
Hello, this is Kevin.
It's through P.
It's through P. It is through P. Yeah.
And then go through a bracket and let our users, our listeners, not our users.
Users.
Sorry, that's a work
term.
And-
Here, Kevin. One of these is good.
Just one. That one's good.
I mean, both of these are good. One,
I thought you were like just
one was
like
not
guess which one's good.
you get the crap.
That's Do I go with who I think's gonna win?
No, you pick your favorite.
Oh, we already went over this, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
No, I think.
I mean, this
we
part
can
of
do
my
whatever we
bracket is
want.
already busted. No, you gotta pick which one you like the most. Not what.
No, I don't think that's how we've done it.
I thought we were picking our favorite games,
Well,
not what we think we would win.
Yes.
We already did that.
Correct. We already made our prediction bracket. This is what we want to win.
that's right. Yeah, this is how we've done it. It's all coming back to me now.
And it hurts.